Hello everyone. I wanted to share straight up out of my meditation some of the things that came through relative to time and our understanding of time, because I feel like it's very relevant to also Saturn stationing and the shift into this new frequency that we will be having on this planet, and also Pluto and Saturn really dismantling all of the constructs that we have here on the earth plane basically. And what came through today, which was really funny because it was almost like my higher self or the universe source, however you want to label it, was joking, and like finally she got it, because I'm the kind of person that always asks, like, when do I have to do things? When do I have to move? When do I have to, meet someone? Am I right on track, right? And I feel like a lot of people come to me with that same question. It's like, when is the right time, right? When should I take action? What And the thing that came through was really just about understanding that this is it's like asking someone in Hebrew, right? And the person doesn't understand Hebrew. So basically your higher self doesn't even understand the question. From a higher perspective, obviously your higher self is intelligent and knows, why you asked the question, but it's like time doesn't even exist in that vibrational frequency of your higher self, or of God, source, the universe, because time is a construct that only exists in this 3D world because we created it basically in order to separate specific circumstances or situations, right, in order to be able to focus on specific things when really everything is happening at the same time. And so from the perspective of your higher self, it's like, what do you mean now? Right? Because there is only now. And so the thing about asking that very question, like when, right, it's already blocking that it would happen in the now, because your belief system doesn't believe, right, or there is not a frequency match to the belief that it's possible now, right, that you can have it now, that it's actually already happening now. And so every time you ask when, right, or when is the right time, and anytime you attach any question to the timing, you're blocking that frequency out of your field. And so your higher self is really just waiting for you to release and let go of the concept of time. And that brings me to another thing that I realized about the word patience, right? Which we attach to, you just have a little patience. Literally, the song that came to me when I flew back from the States to Dubai was all about timing and my birthday and all of the things. And I just kept like hearing in my head patience from Take That. And then I was reflecting back on the word patience. I've been talking to a lot of people actually about patience this week already. And I was like, what patience really is, it's our surrendering to time, right? So whenever you tune into the vibration of patience, you send out a signal, a vibration into the field that time doesn't matter, right? That time is irrelevant for you. And that's what patience really means. Like the vibration of patience is time doesn't matter. Time doesn't exist for me, right? And I just like let go of the construct of time, or that I have to be under pressure because of timing and everything. And when you tune into that frequency, it can actually happen quicker. So the paradox about being patient is when you tune into patience, right? You don't even have to have patience anymore because it can happen now. And it's so wild when you think about it, but it makes a lot of sense. It just made me laugh when I got all of these downloads about time, and I wanted to share that because one thing that I've observed and noticed, especially last week with Pluto stationing the new moon, and just ever since August, honestly, time is speeding up. Well, our perception of time is never speeding up. That's also, again, like me not seeing that time is an illusion, right? When I say time is speeding up, it's actually not. It's just that we get more, I guess, observant, and we realize that time is actually an illusion. So, that not every day is exactly the same, has the same length, and that not every hour is the same length, and that it's just about perception and frequency. So the higher your frequency gets, the faster, right, we perceive time, because we go to that threshold of time is actually an illusion and everything is happening at the same time. Does that make sense? So the more you upgrade your frequency, or the higher your frequency gets, the more you will tune into the everything is happening right now, right? And that can cause anxiety, overwhelm, and instantly the feeling of the human part of us, where we're like, oh my fucking gosh, I'm like behind, or everything is too fast, right? And that's really why it's happening, right? That's also why we have time, and why we have to let go of the construct of time, because it's a support, right, in a way, because it allows us to focus on things separately. But at the same time, if you elevate our frequency, everything will happen now, and that's also a gift. And so we have to tune into that and understand that time can be our ally, and it can also be our detriment. So we want to ask ourselves, like, do I want to use the construct of time and let the time work for me, or do I want to be a slave to time and be slave to the matrix, essentially, because it causes stress and all the things. But all that is just programming, really. And so yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, because time is something that we also need to dismantle. It's just an illusion. It really is. It's just an illusion. Like, who knows how many hours you really slept, right? It's all an illusion. Like, some nights might be longer, even though the clock tells you otherwise. But what do you trust? Do you trust your body that tells you, like, wow, I feel like I slept 4 hours? Well, maybe that's also true. When you take a nap and you feel like, I feel like it was not just 20 minutes, right? And maybe it wasn't, right? It's fascinating to think about it. It's like a cosmic joke, I feel. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. That definitely let me know how you perceive time the last few weeks and months as well, because I feel like we've definitely become more aware of the fact that time is actually a joke, right? It's an illusion. Like, it truly is, and everything is happening really right now. And so again, my main takeaways for you were, you have to let go and surrender time, right? Let go of the construct of time. Time doesn't even exist, right? And when we tune into the vibration of patience, we literally send out that signal to the universe that for us time is irrelevant. And the more you tune into that, the quicker actually things become, or can come to you, right? So patience is actually a paradox, because the sooner you tune into that, you actually don't even need patience anymore. So I'm excited for your reflections on that, and pray that it helped you in a way, maybe released some tension around timing. And when you have to be somewhere, you're always exactly where you need to be. I know we've heard that over and over again, but it's just so true, because where can you not be? Like, you are everywhere. And at the same time, you're exactly where you need to be, where you need to focus on, right? Your higher self is guiding you all the time. So trust that, right? And don't have resistance to where you are right now, because that's exactly where you need to be, right? So I'm sending you a lot of love. And yeah, pray that, you trust the timing of your life.